And as the advent of AI started growing, we saw that there was a demand for it in the finance world, and we decided to just dive in.
Neat, great. What do you like about space as an investment or as personal stuff?
Space is it's really exciting. I mean, since I was a kid, I was a space guy. I wanted to be an astronaut. One of the reasons why I got into technology was because I was, the kind of guy that was born too early to be out there, exploring. So it was kind of like a dream for me to get out there. And I mean,
imagine me.
In any. Mm-hmm.
Imagine me. Yeah, I said the
Right.
same thing when I was like, 10, even 20 years old. Yeah, I probably was born too soon to do certain things. I would love, actually, I would love to be your age right now.
Right. Yeah.
I would love it.
I was just thinking that exact thing. Like, you're in the right spot.
You're not too old for anything. You could be walking on the moon 10 years from now. Who knows?
Right.
We'll see. That'd be really nice.
Go to Dr. Plata's inflatable habitat there. Right. I'm going to be there. I'm going.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you've been watching the industry for a little bit, even whether you work, in the finance side or not. So you've been watching the industry for a while, and you've probably been seeing all these IPOs that are in the pipeline, and you've been seeing, a lot of the other money. This today's particular show is kind of interesting because all we talked about was money deals happening this week. That doesn't happen every week, but it's every once in a while. It's like, we have a $1.5 billion day, and it's like, oh, okay, what excites you about all this, and what scares the crap out of you?
Okay, so what I've seen so far, just a little bit of a background on the firm and what we do. We do work with companies and startups in a capacitive advisory role, so M&A, capital raises, financing transactions. We have currently $13 billion in transactions, and we recently secured a $1 billion binding term sheet. And our advisory board has over $1 trillion in combined experience in transactions. We have also closed a $128 million deal for an IPO in NASDAQ. So we look at those transactions as well, and a lot of them are tech related. I started addressing the data center demand, but it just quickly started, spreading to AI, defense and aerospace, infrastructure. All these things are connected, and I can tell you an example. I had no idea that I was gonna, stumble upon a satellite opportunity, and also Kinwood has closed a deal with a satellite company, and they basically interconnect satellites. So they have laser communications, and that is just exploding right now. Specifically, interconnectiveness. From a ground perspective, better fiber optics, faster data transfers, but also up there in space is a really big demand for sure. And there's so many deals going on with specifically communication satellites.
Okay.
And well, I guess we can move on to what scares me a little bit. There is quite a conflict of, I would say, interest between there. I feel like there's two divisions of data here, of how people want to approach data. There's some people that want to approach data into everything is connected. Everything, you can seamlessly move data across devices, and now there's another party, and they also have gotten a lot of funding too, that advocates for data sovereignty. So I've seen companies, for example, that you can have your own data center at home and you can store it there. you can, and it's kind of like their philosophy is we don't want big companies to have your data. We want to give you the power back. And so I feel like that conflict might, you know, slow down a little bit the process of advancing the technology towards launching better rockets and having better interconnected satellites, even launching maybe data centers in space. You know, that's kind of like the rift. There's a rift opening out there.
Yeah,
it's a changing environment constantly right now. Buckets and buckets, boxcars full of money is starting to move towards infrastructure in space, specifically data centers.
Mm-hmm.
We've actually pushed back on that a little bit on this show. Like, there's some stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense to us yet, but yeah, there's no denying that there's a lot of money moving that direction. You guys focus on do you guys focus more on the M&A side of the transactions, or more on the funding from high net worth people? Like, where does your capital come from, and how do you deploy it?
So we have over 3,000 investors in our Rolodex. These are private family offices, private equity, private credits, VCs, other strategics, larger institutional investors as well. The capital basically, you know, we M&A I really haven't worked with, and I don't have the data on that, but
Okay.
the capital is basically, you know, deployed in a 12 to 14 week basis. So we have a strategy that we work with each company to reach out to their specific investor universe and then work from there.
What does kind of a perfect company look like? Like, what do you look for?
Ideally, right now,
it would be a client. Like, you would take them on, and you're like, okay, we're going to go find capital for you, and then I'm guessing success fees is how you all get paid.
yeah. So there is a fee structure there. Also, it's highly flexible depending on the prospect. We have even had people that we wanted to bring on pre-revenue, which is not typically ideal, but the technology is being so promising that our market research has shown huge demand for these technologies. So we're like, we gotta bring you on. The valuation is really, really big, and these are third-party valuations that they themselves had, and our analysis as well.
What right now, with what you're doing right now, what's the typical size?
Well, we do 10 million and up usually, but like I said, we've done $500 million deals that come out of nowhere just because we find them. And like I said, we'd secure a $1 billion binding term sheet recently.
350 million. Just gonna say that.
Yeah,
I only need 40.
A large.
I only need...
Yeah, it's large sums, yeah, for sure. I mean, I never thought I would see a $1 trillion IPO like ever, but you know, here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know how long you've been watching our show, but we track that from it moving from $1.25 trillion to $1.5 trillion to $1.75 trillion to $2 trillion. And some of those jumps, I swear to God, happened because a tweet that was posted as a question turned into a fact when Elon said yes. Like, that's how they moved $250 billion via tweet. So yeah, we've been watching that for this play out for a while. It's insane. But